the president is clear that we must sort out the universal health coverage so that our people are healthy and we stop these wicked harambes to raise money to pay hospital bills. So we are working on it, and our CS is here, she has said, and it is being fast-tracked, and in due course, we'll have to cover everybody so that when you go to hospital, you are treated, you give your card, it is swiped, and you go home. That is being worked on. Again, we are working on a program to create more employment. We have engaged our development partners. That is a function in my office. There is an investor from the United States of America who wants to start a factory for vaccines. They are called Moderna. And the government is fast-tracking to create jobs for you people. And we want to invite investors in the pharmaceutical industry to come and invest in this country. We want to encourage more investors to develop private health facilities like Outspan. And I want to confirm, CS and Governor, as Member of Parliament for Madeira for the last 5 years, I know how critical Outspan Hospital has been to our people in supporting the county government public hospitals. Many people who could not get certain services at a certain level in our public hospitals ended up here in Outspan, and they got the best service. I want to thank the management and the staff. And I want to say we want to encourage more investors to invest in private hospitals and health facilities so that we can complement what the government is doing. Ningetaka niseme tumefurahi sana the graduates. Hapa graduates mtalala hapa mnaenda nyumbani? Eh? Mtalala hapa? Nipange maneno ya bashi kidogo. Eh? Nipange bashi kidogo. Namna hii namna ile. Na pana na hapa. Na juu na chini. Namna hiyo namna hiyo namna hiyo. Eh? Na gavana wetu, nilisikia jana umesema mambo ya harusi. Ninataka kukosoa kidogo. Hii harusi yetu iko sawa. This marriage between the president, ourselves, and the rest of Kenyans was as a result of a long courtship. We courted each other. Na tukapendana, tukaona tunaweza ishi pamoja. On the 9th of August, a grand wedding was held. And God gave blessings to that wedding. And the people of Kenya witnessed that wedding and agreed that is a good wedding. Governor, that wedding is a permanent wedding until death do us apart. And I can tell you, the partners in this wedding are loving each other. The marriage has already been consummated. And the first child is on the way. And there will be more children, beautiful ones and loving ones. And those children will be taken care of. They will go to school, get jobs, and later in the years to come, take care of their parents. Let the press not create a problem where there is none. Nimesoma magazeti leo, oh, there are cracks within Ruto's government. What cracks? Unajua hawa watu ya magazeti ni marafiki zetu. Walikuwa wanatulima. They are still in denial. They are looking for problems where they do not exist. What has happened, there was a small problem, Governor, and it shouldn't bother you. You know William Ruto, our president, is a Democrat. There was a little issue, uchaguzi ya bunge, which has nothing to do with the president or myself. Wabunge wanakosana hapa na kidogo, which is normal. But the president, being a Democrat, allowed them to do what they want. The matter has been sorted, elections have taken place, people have been elected, and we have moved on. You know, many of these press people and the social media are still coming from the era of dictatorship, where the former president would say something and it must happen. President William Ruto is a Democrat. and he's allowing internal democracy within his government. And therefore, when you see a few of our people, our members of parliament, arguing over this and that, that does not mean there is any problem. All of us are united behind President William Ruto, and so far we are happy with the work he's doing of reforming the economy, of creating employment, of creating investment, of looking for funds for our development. Na sisi zote tuko nyuma ya rais wetu, na hapa katika mlima tunataka ikifika December hii, 31st of December, tumalizane na hii maneno ya azimio yote, hiyo 13% yote tulete kwa President William Ruto, tusonge mbele so that we can support him to succeed. Kwa hivyo sitaki niongeze kutoka hapo. Chairman and Executive Director, Outspan Hospital and Medical College, Dr. Godfrey Kiruhe, the Board of Directors, the Principal, Deputy Principals, the Governor of Nyeri County, Members of Parliament, parents, relatives and guardians, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I address the 11th graduation of the Outspan Medical College. Today, we confirm and witness conferment of certificates and diplomas to 353 graduates who have devoted the last few years to gaining skills in this profession. Serving in the medical profession, as you all know, is a calling. I'm sized of the hard work and sacrifice that has gone into the Outspan Medical College from its humble beginning in 2009. You have graduated over 2,800 students. This is no mean feat. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity to all the graduates to say congratulations. In line with the graduation theme, a global approach to healthcare training, I commend the Board of Directors and the management of Outspan Hospital and Medical College for building both institutions. The hospital gives the students first-hand experience in the 10 courses. Indeed, the practical bit is what we have been looking for as a government, to blend knowledge and skills of our students in the technical and vocational education and training centers, TVETs. That is what will carve learners to be more job creators, not seekers. Nimesikia wale wakisema wamepata kazi ya kutafuta kazi. As a registered TVET institution, Outspan Medical College, therefore, is a confirmation of your alignment with the government agenda of strengthening the middle-level colleges in response to market demands. On this note, I also commend you for seeking accreditation to offer degrees as a chartered university by 2026. We wish you well and look forward to celebrating this new milestone with you. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, we hold this ceremony against the backdrop of COVID-19 and a sharp rise of mortalities related to non-communicable diseases like cancer, the third leading cause of death after infectious and cardiovascular diseases in Kenya. On the other hand, infectious diseases and injuries account for more than 50% mortalities, while non-communicable diseases contribute to at least 39.6% of deaths. Although COVID-19 rages on a smaller scale, we have learned that we need more medical practitioners, including researchers, if we must remain healthy despite the pandemics, epidemics, and other diseases. And as we move to economically transform the country, we recognize that a healthy nation is a wealthy nation. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, Kenya cannot be a wealthy nation when our health facilities are dilapidated. Kenya cannot be a wealthy nation when we do not have enough skilled medical workforce. As of 2020, we had 189,000 health workers, 66% of them being in the public sector. At least 58% were nurses, 13% clinical officers, and 7% medical doctors. The World Health Organization recommends 25 nurses for every 10,000 people. We have 8.2 nurses serving 10,000 people. As a government, we have committed to transform the health system for quality, affordability, and accessibility as per the standards of the World Health Organization. That is why we have made it deliberate to work with the private sector
and other actors to improve quality and access to healthcare services as conceived under the Kenya Health Policy 2014 to 2030 and the Kenya Kwanza Manifesto, the plan. We are also working with other actors to improve training to the highest attainable standards. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, in this regard, our administration has prioritized investment in health. Progressively, we'll strive to increase the national annual budget allocation to 15% as per the Abuja Declaration by the African Union member states. We'll continue creating an enabling environment to encourage investment in health by the private sector to complement our efforts towards delivering universal health care as per our manifesto. That is why the graduates here today and those who will graduate from other institutions this year will be central as we roll the universal health coverage across the country. Reforming the NHIF system is also ongoing to ensure we cover everyone, including vulnerable groups like the old, people living with disabilities, among others. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, allow me to also recognize the critical role of county governments in delivering health services to the grassroots. As per our plan, we will continue increasing funding to enable them to meet the healthcare needs of our people. We encourage them to hire qualified and competent personnel, provide better remuneration, as well as ensure prudent use of public funds. Improving our healthcare system will transform Kenya into a strategic regional player in this sector in East African region. This is how we'll tap more from the over 472 million population in the region through first-class and specialized services. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, as for the graduates, you have been given the power to read and write. The graduation today is the beginning of more reading and professional growth. The limit is no longer the sky, but you. As I conclude, allow me to challenge you to advance your skills beyond the diplomas that will be conferred today. Hongera sana, asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Sasa hiyo ilikuwa ni hotuba ya naibu wa rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Sasa niongee kama Rigathi, si ndio? Nashukuru nyinyi sana wanafunzi wale ambao wamefuzu, the graduates. I want to say congratulations. You know, graduating is not a joke. Si kazi ni ngumu hii masomo. Na mtihani, na kukazwa, na baridi, na njaa, na shida mingi. Nasema pongezi. You know, for me, I'm happy because when we were campaigning, when I was running mate, watu ya magazeti na watu ya social media, they were trying to portray me as somebody who has not gone to school. Somebody primitive. Until nienda ile debate, nikaporomosha Kizingu wakajua mimi nimesoma. So, I want to confirm today, huyu Professor Kioni, Vice Chancellor wa Kimathi University, we went to school with him from Form 1 to Form 4, from 1978 to 1981. And I must admit that he used to beat us kwa exams. Lakini sisi tumemshinda kwa uongozi. So Professor Kioni is a witness that I went to school, high school. Huyu board member, huyu director, Linus Gitai, can confirm I was with him at the University of Nairobi, 1985 to 1988. So wale mlikuwa mnasema sijasoma mmesikia. Sasa niseme kwa sababu I came yesterday and I spent the night here and I wanted to wake up early and stand outside and look at the mountain for 1 hour without talking to anybody. And I looked at the mountain this morning and I want to confirm to the people of this region, mlima iko sawa. I want to thank our president, Dr. William Ruto, because when we gave him our vote,
he gave an undertaking to take care of us. And I want to say, the level of involvement in running his government. I am Deputy President. He has appointed so many cabinet secretaries from this region in key sectors. He has appointed so many principal secretaries. We feel part and parcel of government that we have not felt for the last 50 years. And I want to say thank you to the President. Na niseme ya kwamba, I said yesterday, we are going to unite the mountain behind President William Ruto. Tutaunganisha mlima nyuma ya rais wetu, because he means well for us. And niseme, the people who voted for William Ruto in this region were 87%. 13% wakapotea njia wakaenda kwa Azimio. That 13% governor has been reaching out to us. And I said yesterday, tumefungua milango. Let everybody from this region come and join William Ruto so that we foster development in this region. I want to start by extending a hand to the political class to come, we join William Ruto. The Mount Kenya Foundation, those good old men from this region who met in hotels planning how to stop William Ruto from being president, and they were not able, and they are reaching us out. I want to tell the Mount Kenya Foundation, please come and join President William Ruto in developing this country. Our business people, our professionals who had been incited that William Ruto does not mean well for them, they are telling me now, since the president came to office, he has shown by word and deed that he is pro-business, that he wants to create a good environment for investment, which is what the majority of these people of this region want. I want to extend a hand of friendship to the business community, to the professionals, to the middle class. Please come. Let us join President William Ruto tufanye kazi pamoja for the prosperity of this region and our country. And I am saying that 13%, 8% had been intimidated and coerced. It was not in their heart. So it is very easy for them to come and work together. 4% were cheated about something called the system and the deep state. They have now known it is not true, so they should come and work together. 1% is the one that was blindly following the retired president. You are also welcome. So that we support the president, we support everybody, and we work for this country. Tumekubaliana?